Oh, no, hero.
You rocking with your boy TheCzarr, all rights reserved, rocking with you on this morning, another day. Again, I'm going to ask some questions. There has been an Instagram reaction that someone has told me has been occurring. Somebody was there to witness it, so we're going to quickly go through it. Now, let me say this getting started. I'm going to tell y'all the number one thing so y'all get that not only is there someone that is a liability around you. That's part of why I did this. Look, TheCzarr gets influenced to do this from many moguls and things, but also it is my duty to let those who are of power understand the liabilities around them. That's what I do best. I'm sorry you feel that way, but things. But again, remember, there was one topic I spoke of, how a certain person keeps coming out saying names. So we're not even saying names on live stream. We're not saying them. If they're mentioned, they're not accused of anything, but they're continually saying names and linking them to facts. Why do y'all do that? I'm just curious. If my homie, if I knew he just hit a spot, stole a bunch of stuff, and they were looking for it, and someone was speaking about something synonymous, my response to someone would never be to mention a blatant name. I would, if anything, I'd allege it to someone that I didn't care for or like. So you see why either or situation you show a bad character, because it shows you really don't care about someone or that you're setting up someone possibly. I don't know why you mention names, because we didn't accuse anyone, but you're starting to pull people's names in. Another thing I want to mark is that when you're saying that someone doesn't believe you, I asked objective questions. This is not about who's believable. You co-signed that the person yourself was there at some point. So whether or not you're telling me that they were there for a long time or short time, medium time, time is time. And issues are issues, situations are situations. And there was other things. If you were going to come on, you should have at least said your own name and denied what it was you presumed to be being alleged at you without anything being pushed to the forefront. So that's what I really don't understand. That's what I'm really kind of confused at, because I've never seen something like this. Like, I just haven't. I've never seen something like it when it comes to people being involved in something, like just overall saying that they didn't do this, saying they didn't do that. I don't get it.
Yeah, this is insane. I can't get on YouTube at all. Or at all. Like, TheCzarr's video is not showing up. It's just blank.
So now there's, I mean, we're still going to go through. You'll still have it, and you're still going to have the videos anyway. So don't sweat it too much. Focus on what we're going to say, because when I see someone react that way and drop people's names that never were said, it shows me you're a liability to any type of business, and that you're compromised in some way because something truthful hit you hard, that you're so busy trying to convince me someone's a liar when I didn't say that they were 100% the truth. One thing we never brought up was you never heard me say out my mouth, this is 1,000% credible person. I told you I don't rock with certain people because of what they do. And you've shown me your character by your interaction with me before I even ever thought of you to mention you publicly, or to even allege things other than me talking through different receipts and stuff I had. There was nothing that blatantly pulled you out. Have you ever? Never mind. I'm not even going to tell you, because I'm going to let you face it yourself. But here's what I want to say. Queen Prodigy, what is your thought on this Instagram live that went down last night?
Oh, it was, I think it was very invigorating for me and very embarrassing for him.
because as much as he tried to basically harass me, as much as this gentleman attempted to, initially when I came into the room, it's like he initially started off by saying different derogatory words about me, trying to doubt my character, all of these different things. But funny enough,
greatest nation since united. Go ahead. Just go ahead. No. Go ahead. My confirmation came through. Go ahead.
Oh, someone came through?
No. Just keep going. I ain't going to tell him nothing. You want to play? I got you. My guy got you. Go ahead.
So essentially, I came in. At first, it was all peaceful. I said hi, whatever, and then he immediately went in and began to call me a female dog. Then he began to slander my name. Then he began to basically say I'm fake and how I don't know anything, and that's the reason why people that know Ja the longest need to only be speaking on his behalf and everything else. And pertaining to the other guests on this particular show, he said that this individual was only around the house for 2 weeks, which I know is a bold lie. But on top of that, too, at first, the thing that confuses me is that everyone was trying to make it seem like Bella had nothing to do with Ja or with anyone in that house. And at the end of the day, the thing that's crazy is that he was the one that confirmed it for me that she lived there for quite some time. And then now he wants to go on live and take his story back and say that she was only there for 2 weeks. So see, the thing with that particular individual is that they are a consistent liar, and they will tell people any stories that they want to tell them in order to control the situation. He's not a man. He refused to let me go live with him while he was chatterboxing away and trying to make himself look like the big tough guy, even though he loves the banana booty goons, hard body.
Allegedly.
Oh, allegedly indeed. And that's what the thing is, that he kept saying that, we were saying that all of these things are true. And we always kept it objective in here now, didn't we? So my thing is, here's one thing, because he wanted to go ahead and harass me on live and everything. And I just continued to laugh and really in Leo right now. So any type of negativity that you've seen or that you think that you're bringing my way, honestly, you're feeding me. And it's depleting you. So I appreciate that, dude. And another thing, too. The one part that you messed up at was calling the man's mother a crackhead.
Allegedly. We're going to say allegedly. Okay, going from that part, do you believe that speaking on it a certain way made somebody who I said was saying other names, doing stuff, expose who they truly were by making remarks not only about his mother allegedly, but also them making comments about some other things?
I mean, obviously, if you have a lot of guilt in your heart and you hold it on your chest, and you think that even though people didn't say your name or even identify you, there has to be a lot of guilt. There has to be a lot of guilt in your soul. If you really take the time out to actually silence women and try to speak over them like you're the man, but you don't even let your own females in the house talk back to you. So why would
allegedly
you give me the platform to give me clout? So listen, I don't need your clout. See, the thing is that these men get so many endorphins off of getting follows and likes and being having some sort of notoriety for their little heads down below. But the thing is that I use my brain. I use my mind. I don't have to degrade myself in order to feed off of other young women in order to survive. That's the difference between me and you. I survive on my own.
Okay. So here's my thing. Did this person ever mention my name blatantly?
Actually, I believe he did. Yes, he did.
So he said TheCzarr rights reserved.
Yeah,
he just said he said your first name, and initially was talking about how it was all garbage, and also talking about Bella as well, and saying, just basically saying rude things about me since I was there in the moment. But honestly, I wanted to indulge in everything that he had to say, whether if it's a lie, regardless of what he has to say, because the truth is that I have no problem taking whatever heat from anybody, because like I said before, I've been on a liquid diet. I've been on a liquid. I've been purifying my body this whole entire month, so I'm prepared for this.
Okay.
So I have no problems when other demons want to step up to me and try to attach themselves to me.
Let me just ask this. So this snake, did he not only mention my name, but was he saying other people's names who we didn't blatantly say?
I'm trying to recall. Initially, I believe, yes, those that were closest to.
Right. So he was saying names that we didn't say and mentioning them to, in a way, co-sign what he said. Now, was what he said about the mother allegedly good or bad?
It was bad at first, and then what he did was he decided to delete that first live and then re-record and say, that's not what I meant. I meant Miss Cleo, the fake psychic. No. I did not mean to say.
Well, listen, Mama. Hold your horses. Again, we're not saying names. Don't care what he referred to it as said. So he made a blatant, disrespectful comment about a mother.
Yes.
Okay. Zabella, let me come back to you. Did you see part of this live?
Somebody actually sent me it, but I can ask for the whole thing.
Well, that's fine. I'll have you get that. I gotta send that to some of my peoples.
It's really bad that they're lying so much.
But look, wait till I ask questions. I'm not gonna go off on a tangent on. There's just specific things we want to cover about it. How much time do you approximate? And I haven't asked you this again, and it's only being asked because he chose to bring it up again. How much time did you approximately spend at a location where he was?
At least almost a year.
So you weren't there for a short time?
No.
I want to ask this too. Did you officially become, now people get pregnant all the time and things happen. Did you officially become a girlfriend to this person?
Yeah, and then he got mad and kicked me out once he found out.
How would he have found something like that out?
Somebody outside of the group was talking.
So was this something proud you both declared, and how would this person have found out?
We were keeping it a secret for a bit. And
okay.
Then the guys found out.
Okay. So it was kept a secret though. So
yeah.
So is it possible that he could be misconstrued because it was kept a secret?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's in his favor. He could have been like, well, what the heck? Because he didn't know. So he could believe that it never really happened because it was kept a secret from him in the first place. That's very true. So with that said, hold on. Let me see. Well, truth and justice, yes. I'm not going to repeat what you said because I told you I fall back off of saying names, but that is what Queen is saying. That the first time an alleged derogatory comment was made about the first person, but then it came back and switched up the names once they were caught up. But it abruptly ended the live after they said it because they got called out on it. That's what's being claimed. just so we're clear on that. Now, going forward, I want to ask you guys a specific question. Now, you're aware that I've been using different sources in different times. Queen, have you ever had a phone conversation with someone who claimed to be my source?
Actually, at one point in time of last year in October, they made a brief statement about you, and then after a situation that happened between having a falling out with that individual, their story changed as if they had nothing to do with you.
Okay, so you've seen them switch up on me.
Yes.
I want to ask this. Did they claim to have met me face to face at that time?
That is something that I cannot recall, but
Okay.
I do recall that they were adamant about speaking to you very frequently.
Okay. Do you know if this person was conversating with other people around the instance?
Yes, I do. Very close individuals.
Okay. Now, I had a commenter I will not name come into my information and begin saying things to me in the thing very, let's say, angry, and said they were being accused of being around me some way that they weren't by this very person. So that's how I first got in my mind that it's like they're interrogating people around me instead of interrogating anyone who could be affluent. So that's what was my confusion. Like, why would this person interrogate people around me? Now, do you know someone to have made direct contact with the family? Are you knowledgeable about this? As in someone who's not around the situation saying they knew about the family?
Well, I have to agree with the fact that that individual has gotten into contact with one of his family members, indeed.
How would they be able to do this? I'm not understanding.
I mean, in the same way that the same individual, mysteriously pops into people's inbox and says a lot of different things, and then they want to have a private conversation with you. So it's just constant, look at me, I have something to tell you.
Look at me.
That's just kind of how it works in social media, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know, but I'm just so confused that it portrayed the perfect connection because they were talking to so many people. They talked about a specific profession, but then the way certain situations were handled, I later on found out weren't, let's say, in a legit manner that I would consider someone to handle the situations that were before them. And I was noticed of this, but again, I watch in silence. I was told to move in silence. I moved in silence. And that's how I gained the plethora of information and knowledge that I have right now. That's why I do it a little different. And, when people do lives, I expected you to. Matter of fact, he did what I wanted him to do. See, that's the thing. When you make contact with the czar, you can't help but to do what I want you to do, because you're going to think you're doing it in a sense of trying to mess things up. But what I have is one of those booby traps as I'm backstepping and you're slipping into the spikes like a Jungle Book movie. It's different. So let me propose this here. We seen a live last night. A lot of different people who were in this source potential have gotten quiet. Why do you think, and this is Zabella and Queen, why do you think silence would occur by someone who was so proactive in pushing the ideology of things needing to be solved?
Can you ask it again?
Why do you think silence would